Hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? This is the S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Says podcast, and I'm back, you bastards. You're damn right. Did I take a week off? Yes, I did, because I had some stuff to do, and I've been doing this for 5 years, because as you know, on the 22nd of October, this podcast turned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yesterday, because this is October 28th, yesterday I turned 1, 2, 3, 4, let me skip a little bit, because this is a bigger number, for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I wasn't going to go all, it would take too long to count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd take too damn long because I'm getting old. F you young people. But, just want to say before we get started, I want to say thank you very much for all the kindness, man. You guys have been really, really cool to me regarding the 5-year anniversary of the podcast. Thank you for a lot of people, send me personal messages and all that kind of stuff. And I really, really appreciate that. And then a few days later, the love fest continued because I turned 50. And yesterday, everybody was really, really nice to me, sending me all sorts of stuff, saying congratulations on being really freaking old. Hold on. I have to make sure my walker has the tennis balls on the bottom of it. Okay. There we go. I'm not that old yet. F y'all. But I am 50, man. I'm 50 years old, man. And I'll be honest with you, man. When I thought about what 50 was going to feel like, this wasn't it. I thought I was going to be weak, and I thought it was going to be a big mess. I thought stuff wasn't going to work. I thought this, that, and the other one, and that's not the case. Damn it. Everything's good. You're damn right. But I'll be honest with you. It was a little rough getting up early this morning because I'm on the East Coast, and, my hometown team was playing in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I still had to go shopping. So I had to actually get up extra early to go shopping. And as it worked, I'm thinking, I know where the store is. I know exactly where the store is. I plotted the route out. Yeah, I did it because I wanted to see the game. I know that. Yeah, don't judge me. All right. I wanted to see this one. Give me a break. Shut up. And, I'm thinking, okay, man, I'm going to plot this out. I'm going to get to the supermarket an hour early. I only got to grab a couple things. I'm going to walk in there, bam. And in my mind, I had already been through the supermarket before, so I knew the layout in my mind. The night before, as I'm working on some other stuff, I'm already in my mind plotting out the route through the supermarket. I'm going to go to aisle 1, and I'm going to go grab this, and then aisle 5, bop-a-dop-de-bis, and then aisle 8, scup-a-dop-de-bait, and then aisle 12, sucky self, and then aisle 16, bop-a-de-bicting. I'm not good at rhyming, screw you. So anyway, so I had it all plotted out, man, and it worked out great. It worked out fantastic. I had it all figured out. It's going to be great. I only got to grab a couple of more things, and then I'm out of here. I'm going to be back. It's going to be great. And hello. I was wondering if you could get some stuff, and whatever I'm going to ask you to get is going to be incredibly difficult for you to get and eat up some more time, even though I know you got up specifically early to make sure you could get back to watch this particular football game. Here's some stuff I need you to pick up in the supermarket that no one is going to be able to find for an inordinate amount of time, and you're going to be sitting there wondering what the hell's going on, and it's going to eat up some time, and you're going to constantly be looking at your phone, noticing that the minutes are going to be creeping by. And then you're going to realize that your time is wasted, and that all that extra cushion that you had built in, I'm going to be basically sucking up all of that cushion. I'm sucking it up just to let you know. But you're going to have still just enough time after going through the store and asking people questions and having people go all the way back to the storeroom, all the way back, and not finding it, then coming back out and asking the manager and having the manager go, I can't believe you can't find it, Johnson. It's right by the foopty-foop and the floopty-floop. What? This was just there. I didn't see it. I'm telling you. Come on, man. And then they go back there and they go to do the thing, and they're back there for a long amount of time, and you put your head to the door and you see them standing there holding the damn thing you want, talking some crap about some crap that has nothing to do with the crap you asked them to go back, and you're going, hey, can I get that crap? And they're going, oh yeah, only employees back here. And I'm going, could you just bring the stuff? Trying to keep a smile on my face, not realizing I want to walk back there and pimp slap both of them. But they're both younger and bigger than me, so screw that crap. As you know, I'm 50. So I got back out of there. They come up to me and hand me the crap, and as it turns out, after all that time, talking crap, and after all that time, us looking for this crap, they went back and got the wrong crap. Then a nice lady walked up behind and go, "What are you doing?" I was looking for this thing. "Oh, that's aisle 6. What are these two idiots talking about?" "Oh, y'all put that out already?" "Of course. Oh my God, you guys can't do nothing." And then she walks me there, right? And we walk to the place she pointed out. It's right there, but it's lower than I thought. It was actually at the bottom and kind of pushed to the back. I thought they were all gone, but they hadn't been all gone. See, I'm 50. I was not exactly going to get down on my knees and look and see. I mean, if I knew it was there, I would get down and grab it. But if I look and I don't see it, I'm not going to just assume there's a couple of them all the way in the back. I'm not crawling up in there like that crap. The last thing I need to do is have some kind of internet video. Old middle-aged guy crawls underneath the shelf at the supermarket and it falls on his old ass. Let's watch it again. Wait a minute. Isn't that S. Anthony Thomas from those two podcasts? Wait a minute. Let's just make fun of him now that we know people know who he is. Anyway. So I get that crap and it's okay. I start to head toward the cash register. Oh yeah. Only thing missing was that dung 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 dung, the music from Chariots of Fire. Look it up, young people. Dung 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 dung. Like slow motion racing. You don't have to look it up. It's a racing movie, okay? And in this particular case, that music was planned while someone was in a race and they were running in slow motion. So I just saved you some Googling time, okay? Back to me. And I'm going to the counter and it's great. Oh, this is incredible. This is fantastic. There's only 2 people in line. I got a lot of time. I mean, yeah, if everything goes even kind of slowly, I'll still get home just in time. Oh, yeah. God, no. The lady is now showing pictures to the lady behind the cash register of her kids. Okay? No one cares, all right? You know what I'm saying? You could buy all your crap. All right, maybe come back on another day and show pictures of your punk ass kids, because I don't like your punk ass kids. Nothing against your punk ass kids, but your punk ass kids are getting my way and I want to get out of here. So roll those ugly children back up into your stupid wallet and get out of my way. I did not say that, of course. I just went, it's just, thank you for showing me some children that I don't care about. I wish them, I didn't say that out loud. Out loud, I went, oh, that's it. Your kids are adorable. Inside I'm thinking, you roll those monsters back up into your wallet. And I'm surprised the damn plastic didn't melt because of the ugliness of them kids' faces. Okay, the kids weren't ugly. I was just mad. Okay, no problem. She finally gets the heck out of the way. Fantastic. Look down at my phone. Still have enough time. I'm still doing good. No problem. So in my mind, I apologize for dissing the kids. Even though I didn't diss the kids to the mom, I dissed them internally. But I'm the kind of person that feels bad even if you don't know that I've dissed you in my mind. So I apologize to the little ugly children in my mind. See, I got to apologize again because I just called them ugly. And that was a long time ago. I'm just kidding. You kids are not ugly. Moving on. And now there's only one person in front of me in line. Yay. And now she's got to go back and get stuff. Wow. It's almost as if there was no sign on top of the food telling you that you couldn't buy that food with that card, the discount card. You know, everybody else saw the sign that says you cannot buy this with the discount card. But of course, you bought that with the discount. Well, I'm saying, you know what? I shouldn't be upset. Maybe she has a problem with reading and their parents. She's reading something right now successfully, so she can read. She just wasn't paying attention. She's just, and the cash register lady has already rung up half of her monstrous amount of crap. So she's not like she can zero her out, because if she does do that and the lady comes back before I finish, and she's going to have to start her over again, it'll take longer. We're sitting there looking at each other. Cash register lady's looking at me, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. We're both looking back at where the lady walked away. I don't know why she's looking back at it. Her day just started. She just got to the damn market, just opened up an hour ago. She got 8-9 hours more to work. I'm trying to get the heck out of here. Only thing in front of me right now as an obstacle is that particular lady right there, and I want her to hurry her punk ass up so I can get my punk ass out of the punk ass supermarket to get in my punk ass car, and I can get back to my punk ass place to watch the punk ass game. And I realize I'm being unreasonable, because I know myself well enough to know that I have work that I'm going to be doing while the game is on. And there's a good chance I might not even really pay that much attention to the game. I'm 50 years old now. I should be more mature. Come on, S. You're better than this. Don't be upset. Just let whatever happens, happens. The lady comes back. Fantastic. And as it turns out, she sails right on through. Boom. And what happens? I get home just in time to miss some of it. But that's all right. Not a problem. I'm now, like I said, 50, mature. Everything's great. Everything's cool. Not a problem. So I made it back. Now that doesn't mean a lot of other things didn't happen. Of course they did. The day would not have been complete without somebody else effing it up a little bit. I'm not going to talk about what happened, but you know what you did, you bastard. But that's beside the point. I got back in time for the game. But let's talk about something else here, folks. I just wanted to let you know what happened earlier on. I've hit 50 now, my friends. And 50 is a really weird age. I literally had an ice cream cake, and I got a really small ice cream cake because I know if I was younger, I would have a bigger ice cream cake and I would eat the ice cream cake. And this time, know what I did? Ate a little bit of the ice cream cake. Nowhere near what I would have eaten before of the ice cream cake. Why? Because I'm the big 50. I'm 50 years old, and I know that at some point, probably in my next doctor's appointment, my doctor is going to recommend the camera up the buttocks. I am not looking forward to that. When I was 48 years old, I would tease my older relatives. I got 2 years to wait before they put the camera up my, the 2 years has gone by, and now I am camera up the buttocks eligible. I know it's not a painful procedure. I know the worst thing that happens is you see the doctor says some crap. You drink some crap the night before, you crap out some crap, you go to the doctor, you go to the place, they go, hey buddy, hey, count back to 1, 2, boom, and you wake up and you're going, hey, what's going on? I'm laying on my side and my stomach is full of air. We had a camera up your buttocks. Oh, you did you? Yes, we did. And then you go home. It's not really that big of a deal. But for some reason, I don't look forward to it. I'm wondering, why don't you come up with something that will literally be able to look in a person's colon from the outside? Can't you just x-ray? Can't you do ultrasound? Can't you do some of that stuff so I don't have to sit there on a table sideways or whatever way they make you sit with a bunch of people looking at your butt and slowly sliding something in there, looking at a screen, basically playing a video game in your backside, right? Remember that snake game? If you're an old enough person, when the old original cell phones, where you have to play that snake game, and you try to make the snake not run into itself, and you get more points as you maneuver the snake around without it running into itself. And you're hoping that your doctor's an older person that was really, really good at that game, right? You don't want them to have been bad at that game. There was always some people that just could not play that game. Now what happens is the snake would come on the screen and it would get longer and longer and longer. And it was up to you to maneuver the snake around the screen as long as you could without it running to itself. There was always one person that the snake would be really short and it was still running to itself because the person was an idiot. And I'm hoping that I don't wind up with one of those people. I'm hoping I don't wake up and they're going, Mr. Thomas, we're going to have to ask you to come back. Why, is there something wrong? Oh, no, we didn't see anything wrong in there. It's just that, how can we put this? We left a camera in your ass. And normally we would go in to get the camera from your ass, but it would require surgery. And we have another way to get the camera in here. We have to actually get another device to go in there and decamerify your buttocks. You're in no danger. I mean, the worst thing that happens is you'll pass the camera. We're going to ask you, please, if you do pass the camera, to give it to us. So we want you to dig in there and get the camera and then bring that part of the camera to us. Maybe we were wondering if you could do that. Mm-hmm. Who are you calling, Mr. Thomas? You're calling your lawyer. Yeah, I don't think you should probably call your lawyer, Mr. Thomas, because you're still on an IV, and it would be a shame if somebody put something in your IV that, was not exactly healthy for you, because you're still under our care, Mr. Thomas. You're still kind of groggy from the drugs we gave you to knock you out and jam the camera in your buttocks. You probably, if I were you, I'm not threatening you in any way. I'm just saying accidents happen. Put the phone down, Mr. Thomas. You're not calling anybody. Okay. You left the camera in your ass and you're going to shut your mouth about it. You're not going to say anything. All right. You pass the camera. You just give it back to us. If we have to go back up and get it, we're going to go back up there and get it. We're going to change some of the reports and say we found something suspicious up there. We're not going to say that it was a camera chunk, but we're just going to say, and then we're going to go back and go, you know what? As it turns out, it was fine, and then we're going to overbill your insurance company, but it really has nothing to do with you. I don't care if your premiums go up. Okay, Mr. Thomas. Oh, by the way, if you decide to talk about this at some point later on one of your podcasts, we're just going to say that you were groggy from the drugs and you imagined the whole thing. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. But it's just a weird thing to be 50, man. My friends, like I have old girlfriends that became vegans and vegetarians, and when I lived in Los Angeles, I did not eat a lot of meat. And I talked about it in an earlier podcast, how I came back, from Los Angeles having not really eaten a lot of meat in 7 years. And like an idiot, I went to a burger place that had the quadruple, double bacon, quadruple bacon burger with chili, bacon, Billy and chili and double bacon and double meat. And I ate the whole thing and actually ate some chili in addition to that. And I'll put it to you this way. When you are working at a comedy club, it's best, just like an athlete, to be at your best health. The littlest things can throw you off. And I've been a professional for a long, long time, and really nothing really throws me off on stage. Nothing really bothers me. I've gone on stage under different circumstances that would probably blow off and destroy someone who's a less experienced performer. But, when you can feel an avalanche of ass juice about to blast out of your backside and you look at your watch and you have 15 minutes left, that is a very disconcerting feeling. Very disconcerting. And it's because I ate meat and I'm on stage doing jokes. Right. And the whole time, and then people go, I like that part when you was on stage, right? And you were walking like Fred Sanford. That part was hilarious, man. I don't know. I mean, it didn't have anything to do with any of your jokes. I guess you were just doing like some kind of physical comedy. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what it was. I was just doing physical comedy when I was walking like that. I was definitely not clamping my buttocks closed so I didn't make the stage look like something like a crime scene. Man, this guy's really funny, man. He's doing that Fred Sanford walk on stage for the last 15, 20 minutes of his act. And I don't like comics that are always on, but I like comics that'll give you a little bit extra after the show. So while he was signing stuff and shaking hands and taking pictures and stuff, he even walked out of the building with that Fred Sanford walk, Yeah. I did not want to tell him that I barely made it back to the room. Did you see that scene in Dumb and Dumber where Jeff Daniels, what scene I'm talking about, look it up, young people, things happened at a rapid pace and almost an unstoppable clip of things happening. And it was very, very similar. The bathroom was almost kind of like Cape Canaveral because, quite frankly, I was almost rocketed up to the ceiling and had my face bounce off the roof because of the propulsion coming from the bottom of the rocket, if you understand what I'm saying. Anyway. And ever since then, I still eat meat, but I don't eat a lot of meat, right? And I haven't had that happen since then, thank goodness. But my vegan ex-girlfriends and my vegetarian ex-girlfriends and my workout ex-girlfriends all contact me because we're still in good graces, right? Because there was no really bad breakup. It was more along the lines of we love each other, but we're not in love with each other. We enjoy jumping on top of each other, but we should be with people that we actually love, but we can still be friends. And I was okay with that, mainly because, I'll be honest with you, we probably banged the crap out of each other about 50 times after that. That's true. And I'm so happy about that. And, but they're vegans and vegetarians, and now they're proud of me for the weight that I've lost and the weight that I'm losing. But there's a couple of them that are friends of mine that just won't shut the hell up about the health crap. I know you want to be healthy, right? But I'm sitting there, S. Anthony, you're doing such a great job. You lost all this weight. You're working out. You're looking very good. You're almost looking like you did back when we used to get it on a regular basis when you were younger. But I'm just telling you, S, if you want to, you should really, instead of just lowering the amount of meat that you're eating, you know what you need to do? You need to just completely get rid of meat, because meat is murder, okay? I mean, remember that time we had lunch that time and I was telling you about some things that I was doing, and you sat there and I'm sitting there eating my diet water and my tofu sprinkles, and you had that damn hot dog. I mean, Oh my God, I almost threw up because you're sitting there eating that death dog. And I'm sitting there going, don't you realize that in that death dog, there's double soy and nitrates and quadruple nitrates and double the duck balls and the testicles in there and the double and probably about two to five workers who got too close to the machine and all of that stuff. And you're ingesting those things and that's what it sounds like after a while. And I'm looking at her and I'm going, I am no longer banging you. And you are no longer banging me. We're just two people who enjoy each other's company. We're friends now, which means I really don't have to listen to this part of the conversation. When we were banging, of course, I was like, hey, whatever you say, honey, ha, ha, ha. Not only do I trust you and I respect you as a human being, I respect your intellect, and I really do need your counsel because you're an intelligent human being. In addition to that, because I have friends that I respect and they're intelligent human beings and I need their counsel as well. But if they get on my nerves, I usually just tell them, man, shut up with your punk ass. Just eat your damn thing, man. Shut your punk ass up. But I'm not going to say that to you because if I say that to you, we would have gone out for this wonderful dinner and had this wonderful experience. And then when it's time for me to, and for those of you that are new to the podcast, that means sex. You're going to go, remember that time he said the bad stuff to me at the dinner? So I, of course, would not say any of those things. But now we're friends. You're basically just like my guy friends right now, right? So basically I can just say, will you calm down with that crap and get out my face? I love you to death, but get that crap out of here. I'm going to eat this hot dog and I hope one of the workers is in it. Okay, I do not hope one of the workers is in it. I just said that to outrage her. It didn't work. She knows me too well. She knew I was just saying it to outrage her and that I didn't mean it. Shut up, ass. Listen. Don't you realize what happens with cows? How they make cows, what they do to the cows to make the cows ready and prepared to, have you watched the movie called The Animals, Hurt 'em, Kill 'em, Stab 'em, Hurt 'em? It's a new documentary that's out about how people do bad things to the meat. It's called Chickens, Hurt 'em, Stab 'em, Kill 'em, Stomp 'em. And its sequel, it's called Hot Dogs. Oh my God, what's in 'em? Things that were killed and stabbed and shot and stabbed and killed and beaten and chopped and stabbed and killed and tortured. And it's a long title for a movie. Well, it has to be a long title because there's so much information inside the movie. And I think personally you should see that movie because then if you saw that movie, you will not eat that hot dog. And the funny thing is, she actually gave me movies to watch of that ilk, and I did watch them, and they were gross, but you know what? They were informative. And it did change the way I think about meat, because as I sat there eating my bacon cheeseburger, I felt kind of guilty. But I still ate the shit. Yeah, I said it. So what? Right? And I probably shouldn't have told her that I ate a bacon cheeseburger while watching the movie because it just made her angry. You did not eat a bacon cheeseburger while watching that movie called Animals, Kill 'em, Stab 'em, Hurt 'em, Chop 'em, Torture 'em. You did not. And then I lied to her the first time I ever lied to her. You know what? I just said that to be outrageous. Of course I didn't do that. Now, of course, she's listening to this now going, you bastard. I just listened to your podcast to support you. And also because it's incredibly double genius. Not only is this podcast incredible, but your other podcast, The S. Anthony Thomas Show, available on Anchor, is also incredible also. It's so much so that in this particular part of your podcast, I threw in a cheap plug for your other podcast. I wouldn't do that for anybody else. Moving on. By the way, for those of you that are listening, I did not eat a damn bacon cheeseburger while watching that movie. There's no way in the world you can watch one of those movies. I'm not going to use the actual title of those movies, but they might as well be Animals, Kill 'em, Stomp 'em, Torture 'em, Kill 'em, because that's what happens to some of these animals in some of these places, and it's gross. Right? I mean, literally, when I saw that movie, I just went, I cannot believe what these sickos did. Hell no. Right? And I didn't eat meat for 2 days. Okay, a day and a half. Okay, I ate meat that night, but I didn't eat it for the 5 hours before that, okay? Don't leave me alone. But she started to make me feel bad, and I started to go, you know what? Let me ask you a question. I'm not going to use her name, but let me ask you a question, babe. What about you found out through new information? Say some new scientific information came along and you found out that plants could feel. Plants do not have central nervous systems, so they cannot feel pain. So there you go. I said, yes, you're saying this now, but there was a point in time in the history of human achievement where they said that you couldn't ride on a train because the human body would explode or be damaged after going a certain speed. And they believe that because as of that moment, that's what the science said. There was a time when doctors didn't wash their hands between patients because they didn't understand microbiology. There was a time people thought that flying was crazy. There was a time when people were dunked for being witches just because they knew some things, or maybe they had epilepsy or something like that, and they didn't understand that it wasn't a demon inside the person. They just had they had damaged brains, and they drowned them, right? That's what they knew up until that point. And even though right now, obviously every day we're the most advanced society that exists because that's how it works, and it only, you look back and at time and laugh at the people, but what about a few years from now, we find out that central nervous systems aren't the only things that can make a living being, a living organism feel pain. What if we discover something else? What if there's some kind of chemical that is floating around in plants that operates exactly the same way that our central nervous systems react in regards to feeling pain? Right? What about when we rip that lettuce from the ground, or that apple from the tree? What if we're just the equivalent of snatching off something from a human being, snatching off a toe or something worse like their foot or leg or something? Huh? How do you know every time you rip one of those things from the ground, you're not just absolutely causing devastating pain to that cabbage? How do you know? How do you know when you pull the skin off that banana? It's not like ripping the skin off an animal. You know, those animals in that movie, rip them, kill them, stab them, hurt them. What about 10 years from now, there's a movie that comes out that's called Vegetables. Stab them, kill them, hurt them, kill them, torture them. And you find out that, as it turns out, plants feel pain 5 million times worse and 5 million times more intensely than animals do. And the whole time you're trying to make meat eaters feel bad, you were, unbeknownst to yourself, doing even worse. Huh? What about that, vegan face? Huh? What about that? What about right now as you're chewing that lettuce, you're just destroying and torturing that lettuce. That lettuce still had a little bit of life left, still was conscious, and you just jammed your fork through it and hurt it. What about that, you sicko, huh? Remember that time you mowed your grass yourself, huh? How do you know you weren't just beheading a bunch of blades of grass? They're sitting there growing, trying to reach the sun, trying to live their life, trying to live the life that they're supposed to live, because according to you, they're just as important as we are. And then, as a matter of fact, you come by with your machine with the blades of death on them and chop off hundreds of thousands of little heads. How do you know they're not sitting there screaming because you just scalped them? How do you know blades of grass aren't looking to the left and looking to their right? You know, sometimes the blades of grass are uneven. There's a smaller blade between two blades. How do you know if that blade isn't the kid of those other two parents, and you just destroyed and killed and tortured and stabbed their parents right next to them? How do you know that didn't happen? You make me sick. Putting salad dressing on. You know what they should call salad dressing? Liquid guilt. That's what they should call it, because you put it on there so you can't taste the pain that you caused that salad that you ate. Splitting that tomato in half with a knife. How do you know that tomato didn't have a wife and kids to go home to, huh? Right? In fact, you make me, I'm gonna actually start a documentary called Plants, Chop 'em, Kill 'em, Hurt 'em, because I think you're disgusting. You make me sick. Waitress, yes, I want a double cheeseburger, because at least I know the burger that I'm about to eat with the bacon that I'm about to eat, that animal's already been dead. I didn't have anything to do with killing that animal. That animal was dead days before I even got to this restaurant. I had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all. But her over there torturing her lettuce, you make me sick. Yeah. That's what I said to her. And she says, shut up. And I went, That didn't help you win the argument. She goes, hell no, it didn't help you win the damn argument. I have a PhD and double PhD in vegetables and salads and the quadruple master's degree in lettuce. And I'm telling you right. Sorry guys. I have a double master's degree in lettuce, and I'm telling you right now, and with my minor in double salad dressing, and I'm telling you none of the stuff you said makes any sense, you dumb bastard. You make me sick. Now you eat that hamburger, and I can't even look at you. I said, I know what I'm going to do. To teach you a lesson. I'm going to eat this hamburger right now in front of you. And do it real slow, so you can watch my teeth sink into the burger. And I'm going to chew it. And I'm going to make sounds while I eat it. And you're going to sit there and like it. And as I ate the last bit of my burger and licked my fingers, I could tell she was mad at me. She was just pissed because I told her I was going to order a salad while I was sitting there, but she got so damn self-righteous that I ordered the burger with the bacon on it just to teach her a lesson. And she ate her salad. And she loves me too much as a friend to get really mad at me because it's really my choice what I eat. And she also knows that for the most part, I'm eating green pretty good. And she knows I did this just to torture her, and actually because I wanted it. And she goes, you're really right, S. Anthony. I mean, I really do want you to keep eating healthy, and it's good that you're eating less of that stuff. And if you want to do that every once in a while, I guess it's okay, because it's not like we're in a relationship or anything. And I said, that's right. And then I said to her, listen, you've been friends for years, and that's why I tortured you. That's why you keep torturing me, because we still like each other. I didn't even really want that bacon cheeseburger. I just did that to mess with you. She goes, I know. I've known you for years. I said, good. You know what I'm going to do for you? Don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. I said, okay, I'm going to do it for myself, but I'm going to have you be a person that helps me on my health journey. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat mostly green. I'm not saying I'm going to become a vegetarian or a vegan, but I'm going to eat mostly green because I like what you do and you look great. Thank you. I mean, you're really working out good and everything's fantastic and double incredible and all that kind of stuff. Even though we don't love each other, I'm looking at you right now and I'm like, I'm going to pretend to love her because I want to jump on top of her. And she laughed. I wasn't kidding. I really do want to jump on top of her. Okay. I'm going to say the truth. I did jump on top of her. Now, so what? Neither one of us married. Mind your business. Anyway, so my friends, as I have hit the big 5-0, I've now learned, my friends, that it's important to reflect upon your life and look back at the things you've done, the things you're going to do. It's time to work out and eat healthy. It's time to bang an old girlfriend in the middle of the day when people think you're shopping. I mean, just kidding. I went shopping. I absolutely did not bang the crap out of an old girlfriend and have her bang the crap out of me. I was actually out running errands. Anyway, so before I go, because this is basically the end of the show, the end of the podcast, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody for your kind words, for the love that you've shown me. Much love to you all. And this is episode number 340. Of the S. Anthony Says podcast, the first one after the podcast turned 50. Oops. Well, eventually the podcast will be 50. Well, maybe not. That means I'd have to live another 45. If I'm 95 years old, I might still be doing this. But the podcast turned 5 and I turned 50. And I want to thank you guys for being here this whole time. And just remember, if you love the show, tell a friend, recommend the show, rate and review this show, and all of that crap. Now, this show is available on Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Apple Podcasts. You're damn right. And the email for this podcast, and the only one I use, is talktosanthony@gmail.com, TalkToSanthony@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram @SAnthonyThomas. I'm on YouTube, S. Anthony Says, Facebook, S. Anthony Says, Twitter, 2 places. For me, @S. Anthony Thomas, and this podcast @S. Anthony Says. Folks, we're done here with this one. And of course, starting right now, we have resumed regular programming. I just took that 1 week off because I needed to. And that probably won't happen again for a long time because you know me, I don't take weeks off for the most part. Much love to you all. I will see you next week. Thanks for the love. And now I'm going to say goodbye the way I always say goodbye. And I want you to say it with me. Are you ready? Of course you are. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. S. Anthony out.